was Kelly Gall on the run.
2:52 left in the third quarter. Braves trailing by 14, 21-7. Time to go to the air, I think, Bob. Running game has just not produced anything, with the exception of a couple of draws to Novella. The Braves need points now.
See what they do on second down and 11. And they pitch it back to Novella. He throws it up. And way short, a flag goes down as they tried to get it to Ed Liberati. On the coverage back there, Bob Von Regan. He tried to double back and get the ball.
Well, it's going to be interference, but I'm not sure who. Could go either way. I think Liberati may have pushed off a defender. Manalpan fans clapping.
Yeah,
they
Marlboro
think they're going to get
up.
it.
Let's watch. This is Liberati. And there's the push from Lichtenfeld.
Boy, it was
coming over from the safety.
You hardly see that one. But close enough for interference. Automatic first down for Manalpan.
You see, when Liberati ran by Bob Von Regan, he just put a hand out, hardly touched him at all. And then Bill Lichtenfeld gave him that final push at the end. So they pick up the first down, the ball at the 35-yard line. First and 10. Long count for Damiani. Fakes it to his fullback, gets it out to McMahon at the 50. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Al Malchione over there, along with Bob Von Regan.
Gain of 12 on that last pass play. Damiani, 8 for 16 for 45 yards. McMahon with his second catch of the night.
Let's watch it.
And this time, good protection. Damiani going to his tight end, McMahon.
And that's really good. We talked about that before, Mark. You were saying he wasn't going to many receivers. Now, he might free up Liberati since he's been going to that tight end once in a while.
He must start looking to other receivers in order to get Liberati free, or at least single coverage.
And Damiani plays it safe, goes down. And that time the tackle inside by Dom Celia, 62, was in there, number 75. Scott Barposo also.
Braves with the ball at the Mustang 48-yard line. 1:57 left third quarter.
This is a good drive. Jim Rowe is not panicking. He's mixing it up a little bit, and they're picking up yardage. But the worst thing that can happen if they get stalled and don't score after you use up the clock. Second down and 10. Damiani gives it to Novella on a quick handoff. He bangs down to the 37-yard line, very close to a first down.
Gain of 11 by Novella. Inside the 40, down to the Mustang 37.
Dave Dunn stopped him, number 50. Inside, also on the tackle, Steve Kessler.
Very close to a
well-balanced drive now, Bob. They're using some running plays, mixing them in with the passes, keeping that defense a little bit off balance, trying to make them guess just what they're going to be hit with next.
And if we get the numbers a little bit wrong for you, our monitor up here is really out of focus right now. And we'll try and pick up the numbers on the replay for you. That looks like 30 Novella, and he's happy about it.
Both these teams, of course, look forward to this game every year. Last game on the schedule, traditional season-ending game on Thanksgiving.
It's the last time we'll see them till next year. First and 10. Under some pressure, Damiani is swamped by Al Malchione.
He's sacked 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Just wrapped his arm right around his head, brought him down.
The old clothesline tackle, loss of 13 on the sack. Third time Damiani has been sacked tonight. Marlboro defense has been getting a little bit closer on every passing attempt, and Damiani, on his last couple of completions, has been rushed, but that time, really feeling the pressure.
Back to the 48-yard line, second down. They have to get all the way to the 28 for a first down, and that time they blitz with the linebacker, the outside linebacker coming and making the sack.
Second and about 20 yards for the Braves.
Damiani to Novella on the draw.
Novella on the draw.
Picks his way for some more yardage. Now finally bounced back. Gets down to the 42-yard line.
Manalpan stands immediately. Members of the police department behind the Manalpan stand.
Gain of 8 yards by Novella on that play. Well, no, now they actually mark it back at the 42. I thought they would give him forward progress up to the 40.
Yeah, they got to
call it a gain of 6.
43, 42-yard line, somewhere around there.
13 yards for the Braves.
I got about 13. And that's the end of the third quarter. Once again, this game is being brought to you by Century 21, Einbinder Realtors.
If you're one of those people who wants to be the first to try something new, who wants to be ahead of the crowd, here's your chance of a lifetime. Heritage Park, the new complex coming to routes 9 and 520 in Marlboro, promises to be state-of-the-art. And you can be part of the innovation in 3 ways. Office space. Become one of the charter tenants of the new office buildings and share the tools of the 21st century. Retail space. Become one of the elegant boutiques that will cater to the executive clientele at our posh hotel. Weddings and bar mitzvahs. Be the first on your block to hold your affair at the new banquet center, scheduled for completion in 1985. Heritage Park is now talking to interested innovators about any of these 3 possibilities. Should you be talking to us? Call 946-9780. That's 946-9780. And be way ahead of your crowd at Heritage Park.
Welcome back to Manalpan High School in our TV 34 Game of the Week. And that's complete for a first down close to the 25-yard line. The Braves with the ball.
17-yard gain. Reception made by Liberati, his 4th of the night, down to the 25. Manalpan trails at 21-7 as we begin play in the 4th quarter.
Liberati's reception gives Manalpan another first down.
And here's the last play.
Great pass right over the middle of Liberati.
At the Mustang 25.
Once again, this game is being brought to you by Century 21, Einbinder Realtors. They're going for Liberati again. He forgets the time, turn up field, and Marlboro has the interception.
Damiani's pass intercepted.
And they return it to about the 30-yard line.
Interception made by number 4, Bob Von Regan.
Bob Von Regan comes up with the ball.
Number 9, Jimmy Alley.
And that stalls a nice drive for the Manalpan Braves. Looked like the play was called for Liberati to turn upfield. He never turned upfield, and he threw to a spot, and Von Regan was there.
Here it is.
Liberati was.
Damiani pumps. Liberati turns to the sidelines, and Damiani throws it down the field instead of out to the sidelines, and that's what cost him. Von Regan with his 2nd interception of the night.
Sakutis on the carry.
John Sakutis, the fullback, on first down, picks up 2 yards. Ball at the 27-yard line.
2nd and about 8 yards for the Mustangs.
And an inside handoff to Weidman. Big yardage for him. Finally, McMahon brings him down with Gregoracci.
Weidman on the carry.
He's up to the 47-yard line. We'll call it maybe the 48.
Gain of about 20 yards.
131 yards for Lance Weidman on 19 carries in the ballgame.
What a way to top off a season.
It looked like he was going to break it right here. He had some running room.
And McMahon.
Fought off tacklers and just finally brought down by McMahon. But Weidman, once he breaks into the clears, tough to catch, tough to bring down.
College coaches watch this last game. They're going to be really high on him and very pleased. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Sakutis with a good gain on first down, and a good game also as he battles down to about the 38-yard line. 10 left to go in football game. Let's watch
14-yard burst up the middle for Secudis. Gets it inside Braves territory down to their 36-yard line.
Finally, Bill Vogel had to bring him down, the inside linebacker. And they're just banging it right up the middle.
Well, they're using some nice runs. They're using the quick openers up the middle. They're running nicely off their guards and tackles. Jim Whoop down for the Braves. One of their leading tacklers, one of their captains. They would not want to lose him here in the fourth quarter. 9:46 left in the ball game. Yeah, a lot of people. Hard-hitting football game tonight. Tough rivalry between these two clubs. This is the 12th game of the series, dating back to when these schools were built in 1972. A lot of great games have been played.
There's a familiar face on the sideline, Rich Kane, the athletic director, and fine man. He taught me, he was my basketball coach when I was in high school. And he just came out of college, and I think I was about a junior or senior at that time, and it was his first year teaching and coaching.
He'll be glad you said it was only his first year
coaching.
That's
right. I didn't want to date him back too far. And we have 9:46 now left on the clock in this game.
Getting down to the point of the game where if Marlboro puts another touchdown on the board, it's going to be a tough road back for the Manalpan Braves.
Yeah, it's good to see Jim Whoop up, number 56. 5'8", 160 senior. You don't want to see somebody go through a whole career without any bad injuries and then pick up a bad injury at the very end of your career. That's it's hard. Our monitor's really whacked out up here. It's been whacked out for the last, I'd say, 5 to 6 minutes, and that looks like the moon. Okay. Back to the action. Second down. And they pound the middle once again.
Weidman carries. Back on the play by number 72, Darryl Wortham. That'll bring up third
down and 4. Ball at the 31-yard line. And Marlboro calls timeout with 9:14 left to go in the game.
That will leave the Mustangs with one timeout left in the second half. We mentioned that both these coaches are perfect in this series. Jim Rowe in his 5th year at Manalpan, 3-0-1 against the Mustangs, and Glenn Davis in his 2nd year at the helm tied the Braves in his first attempt last year, so he has never tasted defeat against the Braves. Marlboro wins 2 in the series, coming back-to-back in 74 and 75. And that was the only time that Marlboro ever led this series, was after that 4th game in 1975, when the Braves had 2 wins, when the Mustangs had 2 wins, Manalpan had 1, and there had been 1 tie. And ever since then, it's been all Manalpan, 6-0-1 in the 7 years after that 1975 game.
Some cheerleaders on the side.
Everybody.
Manalpan, they're happy.
Getting into the game tonight. It's one of those traditional rivalries that you just build to over the course of a season.
As the start of a big weekend. And once again, our game, we would like to thank Century 21 Einbinder Realtors for sponsoring our Western Monmouth games. We hope they stay with us for next year and maybe pick up some basketball games that are upcoming. Third down for the Mustangs. A little movement. They get back and break the neutral zone. Flag goes up late. Von Regan under a rush. And he goes out of bounds.
Wortham dragging him out of bounds.
By Darryl Wortham. Flag on the play.
Wortham coming from his defensive end position.
Actually chased Regan all along the whole backfield and chased him down from behind, finally sacking him out of bounds. We'll wait for the penalty call here. There was movement on both sides of the line before that snap. They're talking with the Mustangs, but let's see.
Well, maybe he got back there very quick and he ran across the field to chase Von Regan out of bounds. Maybe he came across a little too soon. Talking with with Chris Henwood, number 55. And he goes over to the sidelines. And on the opposite side, taking a look at the Manalpan Braves. Oh, and it goes the opposite way, decline.
Second sack of the ball game by the Braves on Von Regan. 9:07 left to...
Bill Von Regan puts it up in the air. He's going to over the middle. He's got his man. Nice catch by Stu Kaminsky, the tight end.
This time it's complete.
And he bangs heads down there. He doesn't go down easy. He's 5'10", 190. Another one of the seniors on the Mustang squad. They pick up a first down at the 15-yard line.
20-yard pass. Once again, a big play on fourth down. Von Regan with good protection hits his man over the middle. Kaminsky absorbs the hit, stays on his feet, and he picks up a couple of extra yards.
He's really mixed up his pass plays well, throwing to different receivers tonight. Here comes the big tailback, Weidman.
Weidman carries.
And he runs down to about the 6-yard line.
Play by Walter Nemeth.
Bill Vogel helped him down there with Walter Nemeth. Now we have a Mustang down on the field. Pickup of 8 yards on the carry by Weidman. There he is.
There's the Mustang.
Lance Weidman, you just saw him on his 21st carry of the night, now with 141 yards.
And Nemas is only 165, did a nice job tackling, grabbing onto his feet. There's the scoreboard, 21-7. And they're celebrating on this side of Manalpan anyway. They're trailing by. Look forward a week from now. After that will be the Central Jersey Group 3 final game between Wall and Ocean Township, and all three of us will be up here in the booth. I'll be up here. Mark will be with me, and coach from Freehold Township, Bob Grace, will also be with us. So we're going to do our thing at the Central Jersey Group 3 final.
I don't think we will see too much difference from Wall. It should be a great game. They've, of course, pounded it out over most of their opponents this year with a great running attack. And Ocean, which had not a good season last year, and George Conti Jr. coming in this year, turning the Spartans around. They defeated a tough Mattawan team in their semifinal game.
Once I had the opportunity to see Ocean play. The very first game they played, they came out and they played against St. John Vianney and beat them in a tight game. And a very smart one, coached by our old friend George Conti. Did some moves at the end of the game that a lot of coaches are sometimes afraid to do. He took a safety just so he can punt and kick the ball away.
He obviously had something under his belt when he went to Ocean this year.
Well, that's going to be a while, so we'll take another break and come right back.
Monmouth County, one of the fastest growing areas in the nation. People coming and going, businesses moving in, construction all around. This is an excellent place and time to be in real estate. If you've been thinking about real estate as a career, you should talk to Barbara Einbinder. She'll give you the facts and help you decide if real estate is right for you. If it is, she'll tell you about the advantages of working for #1, Century 21 Einbinder Realtors. Advantages like a thorough and complete training program that assures your success, and a nationwide referral system that brings buyers from across the country right to your desk. Call Barbara Einbinder for a confidential discussion of your future in real estate. Call 946-9780. That's 946-9780. Century 21 Einbinder Realtors, America's #1 top seller, right here in Monmouth County.
Pulsar Quartz introduces the Wizard, the world's first and only quartz watch with data displays right on the crystal. At a touch, day, date, and time appear at home and in 26 zones around the world, plus alarm and professional chronograph. The Wizard has more timekeeping functions than any other watch, and only Pulsar has the Wizard.
It's nice to receive a customer letter praising our staff for friendly, courteous service, and I get a lot of them. I'm Jerry McMaster, president of Mutual Aid Savings, where all of our people work hard to provide the best service. Everyone is eager to help with all of your banking needs and make you feel at home. Stop in one of our offices to see what truly personalized banking service can mean. For savings, checking, or loans, it makes sense to deal with the people who really care about you. Mutual Aid Savings.
First and goal to go from the 4 for the Mustangs. It was their center, Chris Henwood, who was injured, and they helped him off the field. This is Sakudis, touchdown.
Sakudis guys breaks a couple times.
Off the left-hand side of that line, Dave Dunn and John Suter doing the blocking.
If anyone has found a purse,
So this one should be just about over here.
Please return it to the press box. Thank you.
And we have still 8 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. That might be a little premature, but I don't think they can come back 3 touchdowns.
Congratulations on your season. Credit went rather well.
Scott Clow will come in. Try the extra point. And it's good. Runs the score to 28-7.
Marlboro 28, Manalpan 7.
So Marlboro has to be pleased with their final game of the 1983 season. Watch the blocking on the left-hand side. Then a fine running by Sakudis. He gets hit and he still keeps on going.
That's his second touchdown of the night. He's got the Mustangs on the board with 4:43 left in the first quarter, a 3-yard run, and now with 8:19 left in the ball game, a 4-yard run to make it Marlboro 8 and Manalpan 7. And Marlboro has just eclipsed their highest point total in this series. Their highest previous point total was 26 in 1981 when they lost 36-26. But now with 28 points, a new high point record for the Mustangs in the Manalpan-Marlboro game.
Ed Hudzik will kick it off, number 23, to these people back deep, Novella, Gall, and Matei. At about the 15-yard line. Hudzik, the transfer student from CBA. We saw him in his first game of eligibility against Middletown South, when Marlboro won that game. High kick. And good return. And that's by Kelly Gall.
34, Kelly Gall.
Across the 35-yard line.
8:15 left in the ball game. Manalpan will have to go to the passing attack here. I don't think there's a question about that.
Jim Allen, number 9, is flanked to the right. Liberati flanked to the opposite side. Damiani calls the signals, number 11. Pitches out to Gall. A good block by McMahon, but a flag goes down.
That's why I'm up in the booth, Bob, because as soon as I say that they have to go to the passing game, they keep it on the ground.
Well, they carry it to the 40-yard line, but McMahon might be charged with a crackback or whatever they call it. Might not got his shoulders in front. No, but they called against Marlboro. It was a good block. I thought it was a good block. Nice block. Penalty will go against Marlboro. They'll march it off against them.
Just as the Mustangs.
Okay, face mask. A bad block by McMahon the opposite way. They offset. They'll do the down again.
We'll replay first down.
I like to supply these guys with the thing they use at the NFL games, you know, where they can...
Microphone, that would help.
That'd be really nice. Damiani, good protection. Over the middle, McMahon over his head. At the 35-yard line.
Pass a little bit overthrown by Damiani, really airing it out down the field. Damiani with 9 completions now in 19 attempts for 62 yards on the night. One of the leading passers in the shore. Just as Marlboro has achieved their highest point total in this series by scoring 28 tonight, the Braves, on the other hand, are looking at their lowest point production ever. They've never been shut out, but they only scored 8 points in 75.
2nd down and 10. Let's see if they send the linebackers. There they come. And the pressure from the inside linebackers. Damiani had to throw it out of bounds. A little too quick, no protection. I was wondering if he's going to come with the inside linebackers. They stepped up and came.
Becomes a little bit easier to send those linebackers when you're up by 21, and you know the other team has to go to the air.
There's a 3rd down. And 10 yards to go for a 1st down. They have to get to the 46-yard line for a 1st down. See what Marlboro does. See if they send the linebackers again. They send one. Damiani under pressure again, and he's brought down.
Under a lot of pressure by the Mustangs. He's stacked about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And let's see, that's number 62. Tom Celia
takes the tackle for the Mustangs.
getting there first.
The 4th sack of the ball game for the Mustangs defense. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 16 for the Braves.
Ball on the 30-yard line. And I don't know if they're going to punt it away. This might be a last gas type of effort.
7:07 left to play. And you're right. I think they have to take a chance now and try to complete a long pass here and keep some kind of a drive going. The 7 points, if the game should end with Manalpan with 7, would be their lowest point production ever in 12 games in this series.
Damiani talking on the sidelines with his quarterback. I mean, with his coach. He's the quarterback. Jim Rowe on the sideline.
This will be the first sub-500 season for Manalpan with Jim Rowe as their coach. Since he took over with this 79 season, the Braves have played excellent football. Rowe is 25-16-3 at Manalpan. His records there have been 5-4-1, 7-1-1, 6-2-1, 5-3-1. He always seems to somehow manage to get a tie in there. They didn't this year, though. They're 2-6 coming into the game, and as I said, their first sub-500 record with Coach Jim Rowe.
It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. Ball on the 30-yard line. Their own 30, they have to get up to the 46 for a 1st down. A little bit of a rollout. Now he steps up, trying to get to the Liberati, and underthrows him. Closest one over there is Al Malchione for Marlboro. So they turn it over to the offense of the Mustangs.
I really can.
We got 7:02 left to go, and they're probably going to keep it on the ground, try and run out the clock. They got the runners to do it with. It looks like Weidman comes out of the game, along with Zielinski, 86. We'll see some new people in there now.
Weidman, 21 carries for 141 yards, and I think Bob Von Regen is now the quarterback.
Bob will see the action next year. He's a junior, the brother of Bill Von Regen, the senior. And they go the opposite way with 44, Al Youngman, a sophomore, 5'11", 175. He's listed that, but I was talking to him the other day. He says he's 6'1", 185.
Youngman carry, stopped by Jimmy Wolf, flag down on the play.
And we have timeout. Personal foul, clipping against Marlboro, and then offsetting penalties the opposite way. So they'll probably do that over again. Could be a personal foul. Let's see. Personal foul both ways. Do it over again. No? Yes, they will. Come on, guys. Make up your mind. Yeah, here we go.
Offsetting penalties.
1st down.
Down will be replayed.
Long count. And again, same play, fumble. Youngman had it, but they pick it up on the opposite side, bounce right into the hands of Bob Von Regen. And good quarterback with good hands, picks up some yards on the fumble. Picked up 3 yards on that fumble. Ball inside the 30-yard line.
It popped loose. It pops right into the arms of Von Regen. When things are going your way, that's the way the ball bounces.
2nd and a long 7.
I do say that.
This way they go with the opposite way. They're having some troubles with the handoff. Again, Al Youngman having some trouble with the handoff.
Over on the 30-yard line.
Bill Vogel in the area. He might have picked it up. Fumble. Inside linebacker for the Braves. Let's watch it again. Right in the belly. He dropped it. And Damiani brings him out once again. 1st and 10.
Damiani back
It up
to
deep.
throw.
McMahon. He's got it. Touchdown, the Braves. Well,
69 yards on the pass from Damiani to McMahon.
And it's 5:59 left on the clock. You might see Weidman back in the game for Marlboro. Make the extra point here. Goes 28-14. Damiani, the quarterback, will kick it. Good snap. It's up. So Joe Gregoracci makes a nice snap. Walter Nemas puts it down, and Damiani puts it through. And you can see on the Century 21 Einbinder really scoreboard, it's 28-14. We have 5:59 left to go in the football game. The last one for each of these teams this season.
Here's that pass from Damiani. He unloads his ball, and McMahon just catches it over his shoulder. He is gone. Beautiful
It was
pass.
perfect.
Perfectly thrown pass. Can't ask for anything better than that. Right over his shoulder.
He split the defenders and just put out his hands, stretched them out, and the ball just dropped in there real soft.
Damiani, 7 of 22, or check that, 10 of 22 on the night for 131 yards. And the Braves avert having their lowest point production ever in the Marlboro game.
Now you got a decision if you're Jim Rowe, whether you do an onside kick or whether you kick it deep and see if you can hold them on defense. I would kick it deep personally.
I would go for the onside. Got to get that ball back.
Well, you still got 6 minutes left to go. 5:59. Weidman's back in the game. Number 22 back deep. He's the lone man back deep. Everybody else up on the line, you got guys like Clow with good hands, number 43. Number 85, Stu Kaminsky's up there. Bob Von Regan is in there. And here we go. We'll see what Jim Rowe called. And he goes with what you call. Marlboro gets it at the 50.
Onside kick is picked up by
That's where they'll go to action.
50-yard line.
Clow with the ball. And he'll stay in there. So let's see if they keep Weidman in there. They fake it to Weidman. Von Regan goes for Clow, overthrows him. And Gregoracci lowered the boom on Bill Von Regan, number 11. So the starter's back in there.